Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Big Guy, Little Guy Q&A podcast. I am your host, Riley, the Big Guy, joined by Andrew, the Little Guy.
That is me, unfortunately. For my first podcast in months.
Oh,
Not my fault.
months. You were on Issue Crew in November.
I don't think I was.
Or no, not November, because it's December. I keep forgetting it's December now. The October is what I meant.
Yeah, it was like early October, I think.
You were actually on 2 in October. It was an unprecedented event.
Oh yeah. The 2 I got to be on, and then never again.
This is the first episode of this podcast in over a year.
In like 2 years.
No, it was September 2022. Did the Issue Crew even exist yet?
Probably.
When did the Issue Crew start? Let me see.
Well, we've been doing Issue Crew for about a year now.
We celebrated our year a while ago, so...
Yeah, so that means
September 24th, 2020. Holy
shit!
shit, was it the same day? Hold on. I don't remember what day it said, but I think it might have been. Hold on. It was within the same month that the Issue Crew started.
I haven't done the Jeopardy theme for everything in a while. I just started picking that one back up. Just because I think it's a little funny to do. It puts a little pressure on people to start acting a little not slow. Sometimes it works.
The last episode of this podcast came out 4 days before the Issue Crew started.
Whoa.
So there you go, folks.
Yeah, if you were ever curious, you now know. You gotta be in the know to know.
You gotta be in the know to know, you know?
Unfortunately, you know. No, I don't know. What do I look like? I'm not a smart person, okay? I tried to be... Go on.
I was gonna say that all we have is bot questions, and we are gonna answer them all, because I answer whatever's on this Telling. But I did plug the link in a couple places, and I see some questions have come in. And I have a pretty good idea of who they're from.
I sure hope it's Redux.
I wonder. But let's go through the question. We're starting from the bottom. We're gonna have to make Redox wait until the end for what may or may not be his questions. Here's the first question. Is there something you aren't in the mood for at all right now? Yes, video games. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, but no. I don't know. Like, there isn't something I have like a full disdain. You know what? No, I know. Fucking that fuck-ass movement that they changed in Fortnite, making everything worse for like 2 weeks.
Did they change the movement in Fortnite?
Okay, so this whole thing happened on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it, but this guy spent like 2 years making these movement changes, and he was really proud of how it came out. But then it came out, nobody liked it, and they made the game slower. They made all the animations like 1% slower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. Trust me. You have to put your faith in me. It's a big movement change, with it being a little bit slower. And he got harassed online so bad to a point where he had to private his Twitter profile. He got fired from Epic because everyone hated the new movement changes.
Holy shit.
And it's just like, they just reverted it, I think. They sped it back up to how fast it was originally.
What's still that Lego Fortnite shit that's going on? Is that still happening? What is that?
Yeah, that just happened yesterday. God damn, you are so out of touch with the game.
I haven't played it in months.
You're missing out. I've been fucking putting my whole fucking... I'm running up fucking Prime Ninja numbers on my kill counts.
Hell yeah.
It's basically Minecraft, but in Fortnite instead. That's like the whole thing right now.
Interesting.
I didn't play it. I've been playing the Battle Royale because I fucking love Battle Royale and I love builds because I'm fucking
Fuck builds. I hate
builds
builds. All my
are.
homies hate builds.
That's the fun part of the game, though. I will stand on that's what makes Fortnite fun is the building. That's what made it different in the first place.
I don't care that it's different. I would just play PUBG, but I can't be Goku in PUBG, so I'll just play Fortnite no build.
To each their own. You and K9 both preferred no build. Everyone that I've played with, they prefer no builds, except for the really fun players that I get to play with every once in a while, and they love build. So I've naturally just like come to love builds myself. I thought I hated it, and then I started playing it again, and I loved
Yeah,
it.
because I thought I remembered you being like on my side originally when
I
the no build
was,
shit was happening.
and then I played builds again, and I'm like, why did I hate this? And I just started cranking, and then they changed it. They changed the movement, and you couldn't build as well as you used to. So I stopped playing for like a week,
Because
and
people
then
are
they changed
fucking
it back.
erecting castles in 2 seconds, and it's annoying.
It's not. That's not the bad part about building. Building how fast you can build has never been the issue. It's how fast people can edit is the issue.
Listen, I don't know how deep it goes, but I just know that it really annoys me when I'm shooting at somebody and then in a matter of 2 seconds they're in a fucking fortress.
My brother in Christ, it is called Fortnite. Fort is in the name. You
Yeah,
are
but
supposed to make forts.
like a little fort you can
Yeah,
make in a minute. But like I'm talking about people will make like fucking castles in
yeah.
just like no time.
That doesn't help them ever. If you build a big base in Fortnite, you just fucking lose. There's no fucking winning from that point.
Well, I mean, if you just stay there, sure, but I mean, like, just to
No.
stop me from killing them, just like a
You
giant structure that I could not
you
shoot
W
through.
key into them. You just W key. You don't even got to do anything else. Just press W and just shoot your SMG, and eventually you win. It is a
Maybe,
foolproof strategy. I only know this because I do it, and it works.
possibly.
It's more than a possibly. It's a guarantee. Trust me. I'm a pro Fortnite player again.
Pro Fortnite gamer.
Yeah, I've been investing a lot of time into it. I could be editing, I could be recording. Instead, I'm playing Fortnite at my peak ability. Like it's fucking
We should
whatever season
we
I've last
should
played.
we should become trendy YouTubers and like do a Fortnite stream on my channel, and then you take the Fortnite stream and you turn it into a Fortnite funny moments, and we put it on Big Guy Little Guy.
I considered just finding a way to do that for YouTube, but my issue is that my Xbox, which is, the Series X because I have to have the best stuff to
Of
play.
course.
Of course. It can't run 120 FPS on my laptop, so I gave up. And
Did
I
you see
just
that
took
I
defeat.
Did you see that I finally have surrendered to the fact that I'm gonna have to buy a PS5?
I did.
It's
okay, Riley, I
It finally
understand.
happened, everybody. It finally
You-
happened.
You're
Cause
finally forced in.
Budokai Tenkaichi 4 got a trailer, and I need it in my life. So, and there's no Switch version, there's no PS4, Xbox One version. So, I'm gonna have to swallow my pride.
It's okay. I get it.
Sparking Zero looks fucking rad. Holy shit!
The fuck is that?
You haven't seen it?
No.
They're making a new Budokai Tenkaichi game.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh.
It's called Sparking Zero because the Budokai Tenkaichi series has always been called Sparking in Japan. Now they just like kept the Japanese name, but it's a new Budokai Tenkaichi game,
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
and it looks fucking amazing. It looks like they took Dragon Ball Super Broly the movie and they made a video game. Like it looks as good.
I mean, if it's what works, it works. I'm hyped for a new Dragon Ball game. I have my Xbox for a reason. It does all the things I need it to do. But it plays Madden. That's all it really does right now.
Well, it's gonna play the Dragon Ball game, of course. It's multi-platform. I'm just saying I'm gonna have to
Um,
buy a PS5 because if I'm gonna buy a new gen console for Dragon Ball, I'm also gonna want Spider-Man 2. So
you might as
PS5 it
well
is.
cave in entirely.
I feel like Xbox Series X is legitimately the better deal. Like
I,
when it comes to just like functionality, like I think Xbox wins. It's just that PlayStation has better exclusives. And by
yeah,
better
that's always going to
exclusives,
be
I
the
mean
issue.
Spider-Man 2 and Final Fantasy 16, I guess.
Like, I can't name you a single Xbox exclusive. I guess what Xbox makes up for in exclusives, they have Game Pass, so I guess that makes up
Yeah,
for it. But
Game Pass is a fucking crazy good service. Like that's I'm
and
almost tempted
there
to get the Xbox instead just because of that.
and there are people that don't like Game Pass because it's renting games. Like you
I
pay
understand the
$15.
criticism, but like you can play your game. It's like, yeah, that's what you're going for. You're paying a price to rent games. Like all these games are fucking a bunch of money if you want to just buy them, or you could
Mhm.
pay for this convenient service where you can just play them all whenever you want.
Like you could buy 3 games outright, or you could buy Game Pass for a year. That is the trade-off. Maybe not with tax.
Is
Maybe
Game
with
Pass
tax.
is the Game Pass yearly like $180?
No, it's only monthly, but it's $15 a month.
$15 a month, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know if they offered an annual plan.
No. Xbox stopped doing yearly stuff because money reasons. I guess I can't blame them. Because I'd still pay for it.
I mean, that makes sense because with PlayStation, I feel like the reason why I never have PlayStation Plus is that I can never justify just paying for a month because
Yeah.
the year is such a good deal, but I never have enough money that I just want to pay for the year, so I just don't have PS Plus.
No, I'd love to buy yearly Xbox Live and Xbox. Well, I guess just Xbox Game Pass now, because with Game Pass you also get Live, because fuck yeah. But unfortunately that's not how the cookie crumbles anymore. But it's fine, it's whatever. I'll spend my money on a monthly basis like I have no more, or like I have no tomorrow. I make bad
Monthly.
fin-
What
I
what
make
kind of monthly payments are you making, Andrew? What kind of services are you paying for?
I think I'm actually only paying for Xbox Live right
That's
now.
the only thing?
Yeah, I cancel most of my things before I realize I have to pay for them.
I have YouTube Premium and I'm subscribed to a few people on Patreon. And that's about it. I gotta remember to cancel GameFly because I'm not gonna pay for that. I just wanted to fuck around with the free trial. And then I rented Kirby and then I didn't play Kirby, so
Wow, okay.
I played Kirby for like an hour and a half.
Hmm. Hey, it happens.
I'm bad at playing video games.
So am I.
Unless they're Pokemon or GTA 5, which I'm replaying again.
I bought GTA 5's on Game Pass. That's how
I
I
know.
experienced it. Um, I bought Wonder. I have not beat Wonder yet. I bought Super Mario RPG. Have not beat it yet.
I mean, it's an RPG. It's decently long. And as for Wonder, it only came out like a couple months ago. I don't blame you.
Well, yeah, I bought Tears of the Kingdom. I played it for 2 hours and then I never touched it again.
Well, that one's a little. That one's been out for a while.
Um, I got Pikmin and
Beat it
I spent
immediately.
2 days
Yeah.
only playing Pikmin. I did not touch anything else. I've never been so proud of myself. Played the fuck out of Pikmin when it came out.
Hell yeah. I gotta check out Pikmin. Maybe I'll get my dolphin some Pikmin 1 action
Uh,
and check it out. Give it a shot.
Pikmin 1's the worst of them.
But they're all good, right? That's what I've heard.
Uh, you've heard it from me and Jason's got battered wife syndrome from Pikmin 2. And I'm developing battered wife syndrome with Pikmin 2. So,
Which Pikmin would you recommend for a beginner then? What would you
3
recommend
and
as a
4.
first Pikmin? 3 and
Probably
4?
4. 4 most definitely, but 3 is also pretty relatively simple.
Of course, it's the ones that I can't just emulate for free that
Yeah,
you want me to
trust
play.
me. Trust me. They're great games. 4 especially. I fucking love Pikmin 4. That game was amazing. That's probably the best experience I've had all year.
Maybe I will renew my GameFly and I'll get Pikmin 4.
Renew it just for Pikmin 4. Hey man, I've encouraged people to do more for less. Pikmin 4, I fucking loved it. There's
Alright, but
nothing
I
I love
know
more.
we're only one question in, and I know you don't have all day, so let's start working through this list here.
Alright.
What are you listening to right now? Well, the specific phrasing of the question, the answer is each other, but I assume they just mean lately. So what have you been listening to, Andrew?
Hatsune Miku.
Really?
Yes. I don't know if you've seen the tweet that I made the other day, but I had a Hatsune Miku album that I posted. I'm like, this has been my favorite album of the year, and I'm being serious about that. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but it was my favorite album I listened to. It's amazing. I fucking love Hatsune Miku. Besides that, a lot of gay emo punk music. Gay
Hell
in
yeah.
the literal sense.
Let's go. Wait, gay in the litter? What are they doing? Punk songs about the dicks they're sucking? Like, what is gay?
No,
what is
it's
gay for real about
gay
it?
for so McCafferty, the band. The lead singer is homosexual. Of course, he is.
Mhm.
And the song, he had a whole album that was just like, I was raised in a Christian household, but I liked guys, and they wanted it to find a cure because my mom didn't like that I liked guys. And there was a conversation between him and someone else, and the guy's like, I know your family doesn't like people like you because you're yeah, you know, that word that we can't say.
Wait, did they say the F slur?
Yes, people say that in music all the time.
Epic.
Like, it's more normalized than you think it would be, but what am I to judge?
I don't really listen to music. Like I have a playlist and it's just full of like pop garbage and or anime or Power Ranger openings.
Man, you're cooked.
Like you got there's some Taylor Swift in there.
Oh my god, you're a Swiftie.
So
It's over, guys.
some big time Rush. Some who else is in there? Avril Lavigne. Fucking just like shit I've heard on the radio that I liked and remembered the name of to put in my playlist is most of the real songs on there. And then it's just like anime openings and Power Ranger theme songs.
Oh my god, you're so incredibly cooked. My current Spotify playlist is at like 4,000 songs. Like, I listen to a lot of music. At one point this year, I was listening to a lot of freeform jazz.
That's pretty epic.
I acquired a taste for it because I got bored one day, and I never looked back.
There's also some rap in there, but only like indie fucking SoundCloud rap, not any real people that people know.
Some shitty music. That's really what it is.
Just Trixie and Asperger's rap songs, and that's it. But yeah, because I listen to podcasts. That's what I'm listening to right now. It's just fucking podcasts.
Yeah.
The Dick Show and The Biggest Problem in the Universe. That's what I'm listening to right now. That's what I was listening to right before we got here was The Biggest Problem in the Universe. And then I saw that you were online and I was like, wait a minute. Oh shit, I have to record in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. It amazes me on how much of a morning person you are because I'm nothing like that anymore.
Oh, I'm awake early all the time.
I stopped being a morning person when I started working. That was my awakening moment. I woke up one day and I'm like, why am I here? That's why I stopped working mornings at work. I physically do not want to wake up in the mornings anymore.
I wish you would fucking work mornings. That would make my life a lot easier.
It would make my life a lot easier if I wasn't in school also.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking fuck-ass classes at 9 in the morning, or at 6 in the morning to wake up for.
Tell them you can't work Mondays, damn it. I need you.
I tried at this point. It didn't work.
What do they say to you when
It's
you
like,
say
"We
I
need you for
physically
Mondays."
can't work Mondays?
I can't. I just
Can't
it's just
happen.
like, we can't do it. And they're just like, well, fuck. All right. And then I get scheduled for Monday. Trust me, I asked for Monday off for the last few days because one, my birthday was the other day.
That's
Didn't
true.
wanna
You have to
my
work on your
birthday.
fucking birthday. Yeah.
I was gonna quit, and then the owner came in and he's like, "I'm gonna slide you $50 to shut the fuck up, and we're just gonna act like nothing's happening." And I just said, "Okay, if you're gonna give me $50, I'll shut the
Man,
fuck up."
fuck you, Culver's owner. You piece of shit.
I fucking love Jeffrey. They're trying to make me a closing manager though, so now I really don't want to be like,
Yo,
yeah.
wait,
fuck you
you've
guys.
publicly said you work there, right? I didn't just dox you.
I think people know. Fuck, it's fine.
Does it matter? Do I have to bleep it?
No, I don't care. It's
Okay.
my fucking. I work fast food. Whoop-de fucking woo.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I know. So it's a world ender for some people.
What dream do you think you'll never be able to fulfill? I would like to pick C, all of the above.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be D or E. That's all of the above. I don't know what kind of test you take where all of the above is not.
Sometimes it'll be like A and B are answers, and then C is all of the above, and D is none of the above.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I
mean,
don't know.
I guess this is pretty meta to what we're doing now, but like I guess the content creator dream, I find myself doubting that that's ever going to be fulfilled in any major way.
Yeah, see, I have the exact opposite issue. I have no non-faith in myself for this to bomb.
Well, you think big guy little guy's gonna blow up? You think we're gonna
I
be?
didn't say big guy, little guy.
Big
Was gonna be the
shots.
thing to blow up.
Oh, just something's gonna blow up.
Yeah,
that you
something's bound to click.
Okay.
I've seen people do it for long enough. Something eventually works out for them. Why wouldn't it work? Fuck. Why wouldn't that work for us?
Maybe I just gotta like pay for advertising and shit. That's what Brad said. We had Brad on Detour Ahead, and he said that we need to pay for fucking like front page advertising. Because you can pay like Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and they'll like promote your shit and push it to a bunch of people.
Yeah. Or you just do it the natural way and you just advertise on TikTok and get lucky. Because the TikTok algorithm is really easy to work with.
That's fair.
Just steal other people's shit, upload it on TikTok, and then boom, following, and you make money off of it.
Well, that's not the dream. Is for me to make content and for that content to blow up, not to post other people's content on TikTok and get paid for it.
Hey man, it's whatever works. Fucking people upload Mr. Beast shit on fucking TikTok and make money off of it.
Do you remember that like Mr. Beast AI ad?
No.
There was like a thing where somebody fucking AI deepfaked Mr. Beast to like advertise a scam link on TikTok. And it was scary. Like you could kind of tell it was fake, but like it was close enough that it was freaky.
There's a lot of those online. Like there's a Joe Rogan one for this random mobile game. There's one with Mark Zuckerberg, but it's obviously fake because of course AI can't replicate AI.
True.
There's one for that might be the only two that I know of, the Joe Rogan one and the fucking Mark Zuckerberg that I've seen. There's a lot of perverted AI stuff which I'm not comfortable with seeing all the time on my For You page on TikTok. It's like the moment that I turned 18, TikTok stopped like They're just like, all right, we're gonna mass show porn to this guy. Like,
holy shit! Redox
the
has submitted like
moment.
17 questions.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I just reloaded the page.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Fucking love Redox.
I can't believe this happened.
I can. I have all the faith in the world to believe it.
Maybe they're not all from Redox. One or two of them might be from like Harry Otter or something. I plugged it in my Discord, but most of them are from Redox, and I can tell.
I mean, yeah, it's okay though.
So let's blast through these bot questions. Share an apartment or live alone. What would you choose?
Share an apartment.
You think?
I know I'm very not social, but I'd share an apartment with someone.
Yeah, because if you're sharing an apartment with somebody, I guess it's not implicitly assumed that you're like friendly with them. But in this scenario, I would assume such a thing. And I would rather live with somebody who I liked than live alone for sure.
I'd live with the friend that I've had for like 5 years. Never spoken a word to her in real life. It's not because I don't like see her. I see her every day in school. Never said a word to her. Best friend in the entire world.
Are you talking about that chick on Twitter?
No.
No.
I talk to Georgiana all the time in real life. It's another person. Never speak to her outside of text messages. I have her phone number. I just message her phone number. Despite having her on Instagram, Snapchat, this, that, and the third.
I have a
Best
friend
in the entire world.
I have a friend who I met. We went to the same high school, but I never saw her once. But we both joined like this unofficial like Discord for our high school, and we met there. And then she joined like the Pixels community and shit. And now she's just like an online friend of mine who I went to the same high school as, but never met.
Man, I could never have that issue. If someone knows me for my online presence, it's over. Like that's how I've always thought about it. Like, well, if they know about me, then I guess I'm fucked.
Well, there was a time where like your friends in school were listening to Largest Issue, right?
Yeah, but they didn't give a fuck because it was me.
Yeah.
I don't speak to any of it. One of the guys that found out about Largest Issue in the Galaxy, he got into a car accident, broke half of his ribs.
Oh shit!
Suffers from a punctured lung, lost most of his spleen.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, he got fucked. And I think he broke some bones in his neck.
Holy shit, dude! That's rough. That's heavy.
He was in the hospital, and in the moment that he got his first chance to say anything online about it, to Snapchat and or Facebook, he posted, "Don't let her bounce on the dick." And that was the only thing he posted for like a week.
That's pretty epic. That's pretty sick. What a hero.
What a hero. Don't let her bounce on the dick being the final message he sent before, I don't know. Because you could tell he was in the hospital and he's definitely looked like he's seen better days.
Yeah,
but
that's rough.
It is rough. I don't know, living alone seems kind of boring, but I feel like it'd be easier to do certain things alone. Like, how am I going to explain to someone, oh yeah, I record like every day when I get the chance to, so you're going to hear me screaming in another room.
Well, it's not in the modern society. It's easy to explain, like, "Hey, I have a YouTube channel." That's not a foreign concept to most people in the year of our Lord 2023.
I mean, yeah, it's not a foreign concept, but people are gonna look at you a little funny. I've had my fair share of people fucking look at me a little funky, but I didn't. That's whatever.
Do you drink shots, and if yes, what's your fave? Well, Andrew would, of course, be answering this question hypothetically, because he's not allowed to do that. But in Minecraft, he can answer the question. But as for me, I'm a pussy. So whenever I drink alcohol, I'm looking for like the most fruity-wooty bullshit possible that I can drink without tasting the alcohol. And most shot beverages are heavy, so I'm not really a shot man.
I don't drink. Don't drink.
Never
Never
drank,
will.
never have,
I
never
didn't say
will.
never drank. Just
Okay,
I don't.
you don't? Okay, okay.
No, I don't like alcohol.
Neither do I. I like what it does to me. I just don't like the taste of it.
I like it. Yeah, for like one moment, like one night, I had a moment, and I was with a bunch of girls that I kind of knew that I kind of didn't know. I had a good night. I got into a fight with one of them. I tried to put someone through a table,
Wow.
but then I just went on with my life.
You just went on with your life.
Yeah, because what else am I supposed to do? I put her on the ground. She lost. Of course. I wasn't going to lose that fight.
No, of course not.
Absolutely not. Who do I look like? Don't
Should we
answer that
just
question.
should we just let the bot questions lie for now and get on some of the Redox
Yeah,
questions?
get into some of the real stuff.
Okay. How tall are you and what's your weight? 6'3", somewhere in the ballpark of like 380 to 420 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in a long time. That's just an estimate.
Um 5'11" and 3/4 on a good day.
Not a good day. Does your height fluctuate?
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. 5'11" and 3/4, most often 5'6" on a good day. That should be the way that I
Okay.
answer that.
Okay.
My driver's license says 6 foot. It's not accurate. It's off because I'm 5'11". And I think I'm like 180-ish. Between 140 and 180, but I think it's closer to 180 than 140. It used to be close to 140, but then I started working in fast food, and that's when it all went to shit.
Yeah, because too much close proximity to fast food.
It's an issue. And it doesn't help that I'm ordering from McDonald's 4 days a week. I ordered McDonald's 5 times this week.
You're definitely right. I'm skipping all the questions about Jackie Redox. Fuck you. How many N-words have you said today? I personally 0. I don't know about Andrew.
Yeah, 0. It's early in the morning though, so
long day ahead. The day is young.
My coworkers asked me if I said that word because I work in a predominantly black area. I'm one of 2 white guys that work in the kitchen right now, and one of them's about to quit.
And then this question, real quick, this question is me falling on the sword. Is going to be the answer, even though falling on the sword is usually a term used when you lie and blame it on yourself so that other people don't get in trouble. This is just the truth. Redox asks, why does it take you so long? These are anonymous, by the way. I'm just assuming they're all from Redox, but we know they're from Redox. Why does it take you so long to upload videos on Big Little Guy? That's not what it's called. There's like not much to edit, and playing games is easy. Figure it out. Redox can't type. He typed "figure it out." TF out fam. So figure it out the fuck out fam. Good job, Redox. Really good sentence structure. It's all my fault. We record, Andrew edits, and they're in there on time, and then I don't upload them because I'm stupid.
I seen he commented on fucking one of the videos. He's like, why did these videos take so long to come out? And I'm just like, Riley doesn't upload them.
Yeah, no, it's me. It's my fault.
Riley seems to forget Big Guy Little Guy exists until the Saturday morning of. And then he's like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
And I just don't feel like reminding him anymore.
You probably should. Would be a good idea.
It'd be a good idea, but I'm not going to.
Fair. Okay, let's...
That is now the second time I have dropped.
For some reason, Telenym doesn't like clear the tells until I reload, and it makes it weird to navigate. Let's see. Do more Would You Press the Button? The banter was pretty entertaining. We didn't do that on this channel. I did it with Demi on my channel, but we could do that on this channel. That could be fun.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Just maybe.
Well, you got a problem with Will You Press the Button?
No, I just haven't seen that since fucking 2019.
I'll promise it right now. We'll do it next week. I don't want to play Yoshi's Island next week. Andrew doesn't want
We
to play
have
Super Paper Mario next week.
next week.
You want to play Super Paper Mario? You seem very
Yeah.
opposed to it lately.
I seemed very opposed to it last week just because I didn't want to do it. I woke up and I was just
and the
like,
week
"Eh."
before. And
Well, the week before was different. I also just woke up and didn't feel like doing it.
if you were
That was different.
president, what law would you pass? Me mandated GS. As tempting as that is. I don't know. Do you have any ideas for what law you would pass if you got to pass one law and you were the president?
See, I always have one in mind and then I forgot it. So, hold on, give me a minute. I need to do some thinking.
UBI. There you go. I'll give a real political answer. I would pass UBI.
The fuck is that?
Universal Basic Income.
Oh, yeah, you're one of those.
Andrew Yang's thing.
You're fucking one of those motherfuckers.
I need my Yang bucks, and I need them now.
Oh, I know. Fucking energy drinks being fucking illegal for minors. That's strong first thing I would do.
Wait, really? You would?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's genuinely an issue.
Perhaps a large issue.
Yeah.
That could be brought in from a crew.
Hey, you know who already did that? Me. I did that.
I know. That's what I'm referencing
I was
to.
there.
You bitch. Okay. How and why don't you guys have a credit card? Riley gonna be 35, no credit, and doesn't know how to drive. Imagine. First of all, Andrew turned 18.
I turned 18
literally
a week ago, so that's why I don't have a credit card. Yeah, no, Riley, why don't you have a credit card?
I don't trust myself with that shit. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
I'd rather be 35 and have no credit than be 35 and have the lowest credit possible because I fucked around with all my credit cards.
No credit is better than bad credit is better than no credit.
That's not true.
I feel like it would be.
How would that be true?
If you have no credit, then
somebody's looking to provide you with credit of some sort. They look at your credit score. They see the credit score of somebody who has not really interacted with credit before, or they see a stupid low credit score. They're probably not going to want to give credit to either, but it's slightly more likely, I think, they give it to the one who's never done credit before. Than the
I don't know. I feel like you could get more money out of someone with a shitty credit score. So I feel like that's how they would look at it.
Perhaps.
Trust me, I'm a business student. I took a class on this. It's what I'm actually going over in my business class right now is about credit cards and debit cards and savings accounts and all the fucking shenanigans.
Yeah, no, whatever. I'll get a credit card at some point. I don't know. Fuck off, Redox. That's my answer.
Get a credit card when he learns how to drive.
Yeah. Exactly.
Doodle.
No, I'm just gonna stop. I don't know why I keep bothering to answer the tells and say that they were answered in X episode. I don't care. I'm gonna stop doing that. It's wasting time.
Let's delete them.
Yeah, you're probably right. Do you guys eat breakfast? IDK, how mofos can skip breakfast. I mean, of course.
Not usually.
You don't eat breakfast?
No.
It's the most important meal of the day. Serving it up Gary's way.
It is not the most important meal of the day. It's a lie. It's a lie by conservatives to sell you more breakfast. It's liberal propaganda.
Fair. Riley, why do you do other podcasts? They're cringe. Stick to a few only. Fuck you. Riley, buy an e-bike instead of wasting money on food delivery services. Maybe a good idea. Do you guys agree Monkey Jones fell off? Only doing dumb is it Kino? Literally who? Well, Andrew has never seen a Monkey Jones video in his life.
Yep, so he was never on to begin with, so he's already fell off.
You don't know that. You just have chosen not to interact with him.
Well, if I've
Um,
never seen him before, he's already off the face of the earth. So,
well, we're talking about quality fell off, not views
quality
fell off.
probably also. If you don't got the views, then you probably don't have the quality either.
Well, the reason why he doesn't have the views is because in 2018, YouTube unfairly banned 2 of his accounts by giving him 6 strikes in like 5 minutes, and then
Damn,
not
sucks to
and not
suck.
and then not hearing out his obviously correct appeals about how those videos did not break terms of service, and just letting his channels die.
Must suck to suck, doesn't it?
Shut the fuck you. I like Is It Kino. I don't know what your problem is with Is It Kino. It's a fun podcast. They talk about movies. It's a cast of characters who I enjoy. I like me and E-Rich, a Florian, a fucking who else is on that show? Kino Corner, Heartsy sometimes now, our old buddy Heartsy. It's
I
a
wouldn't
good
say our
time.
buddy Heartsy, just Heartsy.
He's my buddy.
Your buddy, yeah, okay.
He said when he left that me and Demi were the only ones he liked. And that has since been revised with Demi because Demi went on the warpath with him. But I'd say he's still my buddy.
Yeah, alright.
But yeah, I know. I don't think Mumkey fell off, and I think Treehouse is a really good show. Mumkey and Biggs is back now, so that's fun. So no, I don't think he fell off. Not true. Question about the Asperger situation that I don't want to talk about. Fuck you. Any religious affiliations? I would suggest going to Pew and looking up religion statistics. What is Pew? PEW?
PewDiePie?
I'm gonna Google that and see if it comes up.
I doubt anything serious.
Pew Research Center. Nonpartisan.
Oh my
That was
God.
an accident, but it was good. Pew Research Center, is that what he means?
I don't know. Maybe?
Research topics. Religion. Spirituality among Americans. Overall, 70% of US adults describe themselves as spiritual in some way, including 22% who are spiritual but not religious. An overwhelming majority of US adults, 83%, say they believe that people have a soul or spirit in addition to their physical body, and 81% say there is something spiritual beyond the natural world, even if we cannot see it. And that's what I see about religion on Pew.
What,
I guess they have like stuff about specific religions. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking scroll through Pew, but I'm not religious.
entertain it.
I'm not religious.
I'm
In
not
case you were-
religious in the sense of the way that Kathy is. That is my opening, closing, and ending statement.
I would describe myself as agnostic. I would say that I believe there's something out there because it feels weird that all this shit just happened by accident in my brain. But it's probably not the Bible because the Bible's stupid.
The Bible, the best fake story ever written.
Real.
Exactly. I say as I've never read the Bible once.
I don't know if I've read the whole thing, but I went to church for like a lot of my childhood, so I've heard a lot of it.
It's certainly something.
Why are this is weird. Immediately I'm weird. I haven't read the whole thing. Okay, so why are biologically female people so frail? I've seen biologically female people complaining about how painful ant bites are, struggle moving non-plastic chairs, unable to open water bottles, and eat like 1/3 of their meals. The power level difference is surreal. I don't think you're allowed to say that, Redox. I don't think you're allowed to make this observation.
Before, we don't know if Redux is the one saying this.
Okay,
It's just
that's
heavily
fair.
implied that it's Redux.
This could be somebody from my Discord or Twitter.
Yeah, it could be. But so women, I don't know if you know what that is. I assume not if you're in Riley's
What is a
Discord.
woman?
Not whatever Matt Walsh described was a woman. So they have these things called pain receptors. They're twice as strong as ours because they go through more pain than us on a regular basis. Shout out periods, really making women's lives better. They have less muscle definition than us because of natural chemicals that their body produce. Or hormones, I guess I should say. And that's your answer for everything else. Why they struggle with getting bitten by an ant, I don't know. Maybe they just got bit by a really strong ant.
I struggle with getting bit by ants. What do you mean?
What do you mean you struggle with getting bit by ants?
You get bit by an ant, it's like, ow, that hurts.
Have you been bitten by an ant?
Have you not been bitten by an ant?
No!
What?
Why would I have been bitten by an ant?
Because every fucking human being on the planet has been bitten by an ant, Andrew. What do you fucking
No!
mean?
How do you get bitten by an ant? It's like...
You go outside and then ants are there and they bite you.
Yeah, and you step on them.
Yes, but not before they bite you, usually.
How do they bite you?
They just go numb and they leave a little mark.
Never before I've had the...
And then
I've been
it
bitten by
itches.
more spiders than I have been bitten by ants.
Then it itches and it kind of hurts for like the first like little bit, and it sucks.
I've never been bitten by an ant. I've been bitten by spiders.
I had a friend, a female friend who came within like hair's length of getting bit on the asshole by an ant. Like it was this biggest stroke of luck in the world that it just missed because she had sexual relations with a man in the woods and they got bit the fuck up by ants, and there was one bite like fucking millicentimeters from her asshole.
So millimeters.
Yes, millimeters, yes. I
How
don't know
do
why I
you-
said millicentimeters. How do you what?
I don't know. I could
Ants
never
bite
imagine
you.
being bitten by ants.
They bite. That's
They're
what
so
they do.
small, though.
Yeah, and they get on you and you don't know they're there, especially when you're having sex in the woods, and then they bite you.
Tisk tisk. I
Okay.
will never be bitten by ants.
That is a promise from
Mhm.
Andrews away.
Yep.
Pokemon games suck now. Last good Pokemon game was Gen 5. Not true.
They just changed the formula. I kind of like the more story-driven Pokemon games. It gives you a reason to actually read what the fuck they're saying.
That's fair. Can this be a 6-hour podcast in memory of the procrastinators? No.
No,
Andrew
I
has to
don't
go to
even have
work.
6 hours. We could maybe just barely make it work.
And then here's a bunch of questions that are just for me, because they're things that you've never heard of. So,
Fuck yeah.
favorite PCP podcast episode? Mine would be the early ones. They're pretty degenerate and deranged. Munchie is annoying though. I have a Google Doc because
Sure.
all the listening platforms are fucked, so I have to track my progress on a Google Doc.
What do you think?
I need access. What? Oh, because I'm signed into the wrong account.
No, you can't have any now. Because you don't know where it is.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Grayson.
Okay.
He's like, "Can I have some tea?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Go ahead." And he's like, "Okay, where is it?" I have a fridge in my room. It's the only spot it could be. And he's like,
Oh wait,
Is
I
it
know
not-
what my favorite episode is. It's how we lost our virginity. That's the best episode of the PCP. Easy. That's the beautiful stories of conquest and Ben Saint fucking some girl in like the college laundromat or whatever the fuck his story was. And the famous Endless Jest Sex with the Young rant. Beautiful episode. So that's my answer. Least favorite PCP member, mine is Munchie. I mean, does Jeff count? Jeff is kind of a cop-out. He was only on 3 episodes. I mean, I guess, like, Gib. Like, I like them all. I don't have any problems with any of them. But I guess if I had to think of, like, who the most, like, boring one who I didn't care about was... No, I'm lying. It's Mage. Mage didn't really contribute much. I like what she did contribute, but she was mostly pretty quiet and meek. Favorite PCP member, mine was Mumkey, and then Ben Saint before he abused Jackie. Okay, buddy. Well, I mean, it's always been a toss-up between Mumkey and Trixie for me. The answer is probably Trixie. I'm sure you're gonna give me shit for that in the comments. I believe you've been a staunch anti-Trixie person. But my favorite member is probably Trixie. I think Trixie is a really interesting podcaster. I really like any podcast Trixie touches, I'll listen to because I think she's just really good at it. So yeah, it's probably Trixie. Okay, now here's a question. Now here's questions that you can actually interact with. Favorite cartoon as a kid or as an older person? So just favorite cartoon then? Sure. Andrew, what's your favorite cartoon? Well, I guess what's your favorite cartoon, and then do you have a cartoon that like used to be one of your favorites that you're not really into anymore?
Probably Powerpuff Girls. Fucking love the Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls,
always
pretty
been
based. Pretty good idea. Good
It's
one.
been great. When I was younger, it was a lot of SpongeBob though, like an unhealthy amount of SpongeBob.
I mean, classic SpongeBob is like objectively one of the best shows to ever air on TV. Like pre-movie SpongeBob is just like pure Kino.
Fucking
And the movie
SpongeBob.
too. The movie's just a movie, so I count it separately. Just to be clear, it's after the movie when it falls off.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. Yeah, definitely wasn't bad. I spent a lot of my time watching SpongeBob as a kid. I owned a bunch of discs that were of just SpongeBob episodes from like whenever. I don't know. They were all kind of old, but they're also some of them weren't old. But it was forever ago.
If I think of my favorite like American cartoon nowadays, probably Spectacular Spider-Man. That show is high echelon of Kino. One of the best, probably maybe even the best Spider-Man media out there. And I'm a big Spider-Man guy. So Danny Phantom as well, pretty good.
Danny Phantom's up there. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know.
I've talked about this with Demigloom on our old Ben 10 show, but I have a specific fascination with a subgenre of cartoons that I call early 2000s action core, where it's just like this certain breed of just like quippy, like fast paced, like action, like shit like Danny Phantom and American Dragon Jake Long, Spectacular Spider-Man. There's probably plenty more example. Ben 10, obviously, which is why it came up. Stuff like that. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. Did you guys know during Ooga Booga times, life expectancy was like 30 years and humans were expert survivalists?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's basic information they teach you in elementary school.
I did know that, in fact.
Why would you not know that? Did someone learn this today? Like, I was today years old when I found out that people only lived to be 30 until, like, the late 1800s at most. Like, did you not read a book in school? Did you just sit there? I assume. I have to assume it because I don't know. The community that we are in is not the brightest soldiers that we could have been around.
Understandable. Do you guys believe in evolution? If not, why? If yes, explain it. I want to laugh on how dumb y'all are. I'm gonna let Andrew take this one. Assuming you do believe in evolution.
Yeah.
Now explain it. Explain what evolution is.
Explanation. Fucking I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Fucking
Were you trying to think of a joke, or do you just not know what it is genuinely?
No, I know what it is. I just forgot how I was gonna explain it. I had time to think about it. I could be like, yeah.
Well, you see, evolution is when, your Pokemon gets to a certain level, or you give it a certain stone, or any other level of criteria, and then
Or
it
you flip your
transforms into a stronger Pokemon.
sometimes stronger Pokemon.
There are limited exceptions.
There's about just as many exceptions of the baby Pokemon being stronger than the actual Pokemon as there are really weird ways to evolve your Pokemon.
I feel like the only time that's the case is like sometimes with defensive walls, like you're better off giving them Eviolites than letting them evolve. Like that's why Rhydon is usually considered better than Rhyperior, or like how Chansey is usually considered better than Blissey. Like that's usually the criteria.
And then there's also fucking... Well, if you want to include Megas, then fucking... Fucks his face.
Well, you don't include Megas. The Megas are a whole different issue.
It's in the name, Mega Evolution.
But it's a temporary evolution. It's not permanent. So you're not losing the Pokemon by Mega Evolving.
Yeah, but it gets worse. Looking at you, Garchomp, and your fuck-ass Mega Evolution. Fuck Garchomp. Fuck Mega Garchomp.
Just Garchomp in general?
Not Garchomp in general. I fucking love Garchomp. I run that on my Showdown team. Fucking
hell yeah.
Love Garchomp, actually.
I used to run Mega Garchomp on my Showdown team.
Why? It's worse.
It's worse, but like it's not like 100% worse in every way. It's a give and take. Like the role that I wanted it to play was just relied on it having a higher attack stat. I didn't care that it had a worse ability, which I think is the main reason why it's considered.
No, it's considered worse because it gets slower. That's why people don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't need it to be crazy fast in my case, so I was using the Mega version. I just wanted it to hit hard.
It hits just as hard, if not harder, with just holding a Life Orb, though.
Oh, well then it loses 10% of its health every turn, and I didn't want that.
Oh yeah, because 10% is so much.
It stacks up.
Yeah, but it's not going to be out there for 10 turns. You're not going to...
Why wouldn't
it's going to be out there? Why would it be? It's Showdown. Why are you sitting there for more than 10 turns?
There are cases. Many such cases.
I've had probably one Showdown game within the last forever where the game has went longer than like 10 turns.
Well, I play stall, so
not 10. Oh, you're one of those. Okay. Yeah.
my favorite Pokemon to use is Pyukumuku, if that gives you any idea as to the game that I play.
Tisk.
God, I love Pyukumuku. Sun and Moon are so good. Fuck you, Redox. Fucking last good game was Gen 5. Sun and Moon kick ass. Like I love X and Y. I love Scarlet and Violet. I understand the criticisms. I also hate Sword and Shield, so I agree with you there. But Sun and Moon were just like genuinely amazing.
They were alright.
I think they're some of the best ever.
I don't know about best ever. They had a great Pokedex.
They're my third place for main series.
I don't know.
You wouldn't agree with me because my top two are probably near your bottom. One of them is your bottom.
Your top two is one of my least favorites.
One of them I know is your bottom. I don't know how you feel about Gen 6, which is number 2.
I've never fully played through Gen 6.
Oh yeah, you did say that you've never beaten X and Y.
I will eventually, just not today.
Fair. No, but like X and Y, I just have a lot of personal love for them. I understand the bad parts, and I understand why they would be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I just think I think the level of like charm and fun that those games bring makes me a little less upset. They're like, oh, they're not as hard as they used to be. But Sun and Moon are fucking hard, and they're very good. Yeah,
I mean, Sun and Moon's good. I played through Sun and Moon all the way up to the Elite Four. I did that I used to do Wonderlocks with Sun and Moon when they came out. I fucking loved that part. I got to use some Pokemon.
The first couple times I played Sun and Moon, I didn't like it, probably because the tutorial was like 4 hours long, which is why a lot of people fell out of it.
Long as hell.
So the first couple times I kind of just like got frustrated, and then just the whole game was soured. And like the first time I played it, I got bored, so I decided to reset the file and do a Wonderlock. And then I lost at the beginning of the third island because I got fucked over by the Grand Trial on the second island, and the only Pokemon I had left that were capable of fighting were an Ivysaur and a Gyarados. And then at the beginning of the third island, you fight Hau, who has an Alolan Raichu, who has Psychic type to kill my Ivysaur and Electric type to kill my Gyarados. So I lost.
It happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best of us.
I want to play through fucking Sun and Moon again soon. Maybe I will.
They're very good.
Recent games.
I've been on and off with Ultra Moon, which I've never beaten the Ultra games personally, but I'm pretty close now.
It's been a while since I've just like fully played through and beaten a Pokemon game. Probably since Violet. So
yeah, it was right before Scarlet and Violet that I was like marathoning Ultra Moon, and then Scarlet and Violet dropped, and I kind of dropped it, and I've picked it up like for like a couple hours here and there since. And I should go beat it because I've never beaten the Ultra games before, and it's been very good so far.
Just maybe you should.
I'm using a Primeape, which I've never used in a team in like a playthrough before, and Primeape kicks ass.
You didn't use it in Scarlet and Violet?
No, it was Primeape. Oh yeah, because there was the Ghost Ape. No, I didn't use that.
Fucking loved the Ghost Ape. Fucking
my Scarlet and Violet team. What did I use in Scarlet and Violet? I know the name of this. Quaquaval, is that the final form for the water one?
I don't know.
Okay. Because there's ducks. Oh my god, do I not remember? Quaxley, not Duxley. There's Quaxley. There's Quaxwell, and then there's Quaquaval is the last one. Yes.
I don't know. I never get to see it nor use it because I don't see it in Showdown often.
So I used Quaquaval. I used fucking Arboliva or whatever the olive guy is. I used Ceruledge.
Okay.
I used Titan, I think, is the ice whale.
I don't know.
I used a Luxray, which was the only non-Gen 9 Pokemon that I used. And one other one, because there were 6 of them, but I'm having trouble here.
I might have to look at my team, because I don't remember what even my champion.
I guess my Switch is literally in arm's reach. I could just look.
I'm about to look for mine to see if I can find my team. Hold on. Oh my god.
What?
My Violet was archived.
Oh my god.
My Switch auto-archived Violet, because I didn't play it for so long.
Wow.
I think I know what I used. I used, Meowscarada. I used Iron Moth, I think. Or I used Volcarona. I used one of the two. I don't remember which one.
Rotom, don't call me right now and tell me about the DLC.
I used Glaceon, I used Leafeon. What was the other fuck that I used? I think it was Primeape I used, fucking dead Primeape.
Okay, thank you, Professor Jacques, for telling me about the school trip that I'm gonna go on at some point. Oh, okay. How could I forget? The other Pokemon was Clodsire.
I used that at the start of my journey, then it evolved and I stopped using Wooper.
I love Clodsire. I don't think I used a Wooper. I think I found it way too late. I think I caught a Wooper, but it was so late in the game that it evolved immediately.
No, I used Wooper, and then when it evolved, I stopped using it. I was like, well, I got it, now I don't want it. I got most of my Pokedex in the fucking Scarlet and Violet, and then I stopped playing entirely.
I got Guts, the Ceruledge. I got Satandra, the Satitan. Salty, the Arboliva. Nina, the Clodsire. Nala, the Luxray. And Eslo, the Quaquaval.
I wonder if I can find a picture of my team instead of looking for my Scarlet and Violet to update. Because, or not even update, just fucking downloading the game again. I'm sure I could find it. When did the games come out? Was it November of last year? No, it would have been
Let me
December. No, it was
remember.
in like March of
Let me save the
20.
game so I don't have to get the fucking call from Professor Jacques to tell me about the DLC again.
Okay, we're in last year. That's my first work schedule. What do they have me for my first work schedule? Bullshit. I remember now. I fucking hated them for that. Oh my god, I remember when Autumn worked there. I hated her.
Real quick, while Andrew looks, Evolution, you see, is where.
Okay, I
It's
found my team.
oh, okay. What is it?
Okay. I found it in my my Snapchat memories. I had a Meowscarada, um the bitch with the hammer, Tinkaton, something, I think.
The bitch with the hammer.
The bitch with the hammer. I seen it in the wild, and before it even evolved, I'm like, I gotta have this. And then it evolved, and I'm like, now I really gotta have it. I had a Glaceon, I had the dead Primeape, um, Volcarona, and I had Donphan. So I quite literally used 3 new Pokemon and then 3 old Pokemon.
Was it old ass Donphan or was it like Great Tusk or whatever?
It was old Donphan.
Ah,
I don't know why, but that was what I decided to go with. And I was happy with that.
understandable. I always feel weird using old Pokemon in new games.
I don't, because I never got to use any of those Pokemon before. If it was Pokemon I used before, then I guess I would see the issue. But I never used a Donphan before. I didn't use fucking. You never get a good chance to actually use fucking Glaceon in fucking Pokemon games, so I was really happy to finally get a chance to use it early game. Or at
I guess
least semi-early.
this is technically the first time, even though I'm a huge proponent of the Shinx line, and I've always loved them, and I've always used them. I think this is the first time I've actually taken one all the way, because every significant like Luxray I've used has been on a Nuzlocke that I lost, or like a ROM hack that I lost the save file to before I beat it. So I think this is the first time that I've taken one all the way.
I had a lot of Pokemon on my team because I rotated a lot of out. Like the fucking Pikachu clone, I had that on my team for quite a while. Had it to a point to where I was like, okay, I know this thing evolves one more time. What do I got to do to make it evolve?
Oh
I
yeah, the
had
fucking
no clue.
Palmy. I was thinking of more Pico. That was last time. Fucking Palmy is the guy.
Yeah, and I'm like, how the fuck does this thing evolve? It's like level 40. I just want to get it to evolve so I don't got to use it anymore. And then I found out I had to take 1,000 steps. So I just walked up and down the fucking some sort of stairwell for like 30 minutes to get it evolved.
There you go. So
I
Redox
used-
Evolution. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I used a bunch of Pokemon. Like I used probably like a full box worth of Pokemon I used throughout my entire playthrough. Of fucking.
I mean, I usually just
Violet.
kind of pick. I end up like building a team, and then it mostly sticks. Like I think. Let me see if I can figure out. I think I might have sectioned off in a separate box Pokemon that I actually like used.
I know I did.
I accidentally clicked system update
Hmm.
instead of start software.
Why is my Splatoon 3 updating right now? I want Violet to update. They're both updating. How does that make sense? When did I get the ability to update 2 games at once?
I didn't even think the Switch was capable of such things.
I didn't know it was capable of that either. What? Okay, now I got beef with Nintendo. This is even worse. You want to know? I'm uncomfortable now. Why does it say I've played Splatoon 3 for 4 hours or more?
Well, usually,
Nothing else is in that type of increment. Everything's in 5 hours. Or 1.
well, maybe you played it for 4.5 hours.
But it never. Then it would just be. I don't know. More than. I don't know. Less than 5 hours. That's what it normally is. I played Pikmin 2 on my Switch for only 5 hours.
Oh wow!
Played Pikmin 2 for 5 hours. Pikmin 3 for 10. Pikmin 1 for 5. Pikmin 4 for 30. Can you tell which one was my favorite?
I'm trying to figure out who I actually used. I used Pepper Boy for a bit. What's he called? I only see his nickname right now.
I don't know.
Scovillain.
Oh,
I used the rock guy for a bit, fucking Garganackle.
I think I did too. And then he evolved, and I didn't like him anymore.
I think that's about it. I think it was just these six, and then for a while I used Garganackle and Skullvillain.
See, you only use like 8 Pokemon at most. I used a full box worth of Pokemon. Like, a full box. Volcarona was probably, I think, my favorite member of the team that I got to use. Because, like, you never... Like, when you get it in Gen 5, you get it at level 1 and it evolves at 55. That's fucked up. And
Yeah.
then, like, obviously you don't get to use it any other time. That's how I go through games now. If I haven't used the Pokemon for, it's fair game to be on my team. Usually I try to use new Pokemon, at least. And then, you know, whatever I like. Although there are some Pokemon that make the exception. Like, I know I had an Azumarill on my team in Violet for quite a while. Because I fucking love the fucking Meryl line.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite water types. But then I think I replaced it with Tinkaton because Tinkaton was a fairy type. And that's why I stopped using it. Come on, Scarlet, you're like 1% away from being fully done updating. I just want to know
Jesus
what my team was. I know what my team was, but I want to know what else I had in my box. Because I remember I was going for a full dex, and I stopped after, like, I was relying on fucking surprise trades to fucking get it all the way. Which is a fucking awful idea. Don't do that. I'm gonna do Scarlet and Violet again. I think I might soon. I can't believe I'm saying that. Pokemon Violet. This game is how I came out to one of my friends. Accidentally. He messaged a group chat and he's like, "Does anyone have Scarlet or Violet? I kinda need someone to do this thing with to evolve the fucking dolphin Pokemon." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got it." And I sent him my friend code. And what the fuck is my team right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I have Sage, my Meowscarada. I have a Hippowdon called Hipster. I have a Citadel named Fake Puff. I got a Steel Elephant named Charged. I got Hatina, and I got a Frigablax right now in my team. I have a Dupes box. I have an Eevee. I have all the Eevees besides Umbreon. Why don't I have Umbreon?
Just all of them except for that one.
Where's my Glaceon? I have Flareon. They're all fucking named after what one I caught them as. Eon 1, Eon 3, Eon 2, 7, 8, 5. Where's my box of actual Pokemon that I used? Okay, I found my box of everything. I had both versions of fucking Quagsire or Clodsire also. I had an Azumarill that I used. I had a Talonflame that I used. I had a Wigglytuff that I used that I nicknamed Pookie. And the electric fighting mouse that I nicknamed Hamburger.
There you go.
And then
All right,
everything that I said earlier.
Let's blast through the last couple real questions and call it good here. So evolution, right?
Evolution
is where there's like animals, right?
Yeah.
And then they as they over time, over thousands and thousands of years, as animals are born with slightly different traits, and those different traits are advantageous to them, they will start to develop those traits naturally and evolve into greater beings.
Yes, like
And that's evolution. There you go.
Yeah. That's why we have hair.
True? Is that real?
I would think. I don't know.
Y'all ever nod out on Benadryl or NyQuil? I think I've
Nope.
taken NyQuil.
I don't take either of those. I prefer not to take anything to sleep.
Fan meetup when? What fans?
Never, because that means that I have to meet Riley in person.
You don't want to do that?
No, it just seems like a lot of work.
You come to Florida like often.
Like once a year.
Yeah,
It's still hours away from you.
we could figure it out.
I mean, maybe.
We're both adults now. We could make something happen.
You're right. But I'm barely an adult. I'm still a child in some part of the world.
Yeah, but now you have slightly more pull in your own free will when you say, Mom, I want to go meet my internet friend who I've never met in real life before.
Oh yeah, and she gets worried that I'm gonna get fucking kidnapped.
I mean, I don't have. I know I have. I think is Redox in Florida? I think he might be. I mean, if you are in Florida, so is Harry Otter, and you guys are like my two biggest fans. Maybe we could, maybe me, Redox, and Harry Otter will meet up, and we'll tear up the town.
Oh yeah, how thrilling!
Me,
Yeah.
the guy who has dedicated his entire life to criticizing my work, and a gay furry to tear up the town. Thoughts on Monkey and Burger being like 22 or possibly 23 and being with women who were 28, 29. I mean, that's kind of weird. Who cares?
Why would that be weird?
Yeah.
They're grown, consenting adults.
Yeah. It's not even that crazy of a gap. You're both in your 20s.
Yeah.
I don't know, Redox. Some of this age gap discourse that I see concerning consenting adults gets a little out of hand.
Just a little out of hand. I'd argue more than a little, but sure.
Well, I mean, some of it is valid. Like, 19-year-olds probably shouldn't date 45-year-olds, but like, then people's like, 22 and 27, that's problematic. I'm like, shut up.
I met a girl, and we were talking the other day, and she's like, I would only do a 7-year age gap. If they were more than 7 years older than me, I would not want them in any way like that. And then she met her manager, who was like 13 years older than her, and she's like, the age gap is now 15. And I'm just like, okay. I'm gonna get out of your car and I'm gonna step as far away from you as possible. Hope you don't mind that. And I'd prefer it if you never spoke to me again. And she never spoke to me
Understandable.
again.
Let me reload here, see if we've received any more real questions. Nope, just the bot questions left, which we will save to fill up some time next time. So, thank you for listening, everybody. See you next year on this yearly podcast.
Yeah, on this by whatever.
Andrew,
Yeah,
it's a podcast, so this just feels like tradition. Where can they find you? Plug your shit.
you can't.
What do you mean? You have like a YouTube channel and shit.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
everyone knows of that, so it's fine.
Andrew is away, y'all. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm. The fucking Wind Wakers of the world and the fucking Pikmin 2s of the world. And if you want to scroll through memory lane, fucking the Pikmin 1s of the world and Galaxy and all the other shit that I've done.
I got tricked because Jason forgot to switch accounts and commented on your Pikmin video. And you replied, and I was like, ooh, did the issue crew get a comment? And it's just you commenting, the issue crew commented on my video, and I'm like, damn you, Jason.
I thought it was funny. Because I knew it was Jason. Because Jason's one of 2 people that comment on my videos consistently.
You can find me at linktr.ee/Riley Cinematic Universe, which contains any number of the links that you'll find in the description, because I haven't updated the big guy, little guy description in a long time. I could just consolidate all those links into the link tree, but I'm just too lazy. So
I don't know who Danny Tallman is, but he comments on my videos, so I'm not going to say that he should stop.
who is Danny Tallman? What a mystery.
I don't know. Don't know, but he comments on my videos, so I don't say anything bad about him.
You should be plugging Big Guy, Little Guy more. We got to get Danny Tallman over here.
Yeah, if only Big Guy Little Guy was actually uploaded on the days that it's supposed to be uploaded.
That doesn't matter.
Mm,
Just got to throw in, hey, I also do a Big Guy, Little Guy.
I do.
Okay.
No one watches it, but it's okay.
All right, gamers. Thank you for listening to the Big Guy, Little Guy Q&A podcast. We'll see you next week with some of the Let's Plays you've grown accustomed to.
Yeah.
Bye.